Covering news where you live. This is 5 News.
Thanks for joining us for the top headlines where you live. I'm Rachel Williams. A recent report shows the Northwest Arkansas Metro remained one of the fastest growing areas in the country in 2023. In fact, population increased by a little over 2% from 2022 to 2023. New census data shows Northwest Arkansas is the 18th fastest growing metro in the U.S. Benton and Washington counties saw the largest population increase statewide. Steve Clark, president and CEO of Fayetteville Chamber of Commerce, says it's no surprise to him that more people are moving to the region daily.
We're planning around housing, how we're going to accommodate everybody as to housing. We're planning around transportation. What does that mean for people with vehicles and people without vehicles for public transportation? We're also planning how we take care of people. So that's not just streets and roads, that's parks, that's law enforcement if necessary.
And as you know, Northwest Arkansas is bike friendly with trails as a main attraction. The city and stakeholders want to keep it that way. And right now, the city is also creating a Black Historic District and a civic plaza near Dixon Street. And happening today, Fayetteville City Council members are planning to discuss how to improve affordable housing. This time, they may declare a housing crisis. Leaders are trying to figure out how they can draw in developers who can help. One council member held a rally Monday night explaining what declaring a housing crisis would mean. 5 News reporter Lauren Spencer has more on what today's conversation might sound like.
A resolution to declare a housing crisis in the city of Fayetteville.
This crisis is impacting the quality of life for our residents in so many different ways.
Declaring a housing crisis in Fayetteville. That's what City Council member DeAndre Jones has been advocating for since October, after getting input at town hall meetings.
This resolution came from the citizens. It broke my heart to hear the stories at each meeting.
The resolution on the agenda would include an official declaration of crisis in the city, forming a special task force that would bring solutions to city council when it comes to housing, and hire someone as a housing coordinator for the city.
We will be unified because we're all working to create a best outcome as it relates to affordable housing, as it relates to the housing crisis.
The lack of affordable housing in Fayetteville, something New Beginnings Executive Director Solomon Birchfield says he continues to see.
Affordable housing's when you pay about 30% of your monthly income on your rent.
Birchfield says right now, 16,000 families are paying more than that.
16,000 families struggling to pay rent and therefore struggling to put food on the table and pay for education and health care for the kids.
Jones says he believes this is an issue that has gone on long enough, and it's his turn to try to find some answers.
There's no perfect solution, but our citizens demand to be heard. We're going to do everything that we can to alleviate this housing crisis.
There's another resolution on the agenda for today's meeting dealing with affordable housing. It's backed by 5 city council members and summarizes the actions taken so far to address housing concerns and establishes a need for action moving forward. Jones believes it would be effective to merge both resolutions together as it would make the council unified. We'll get to more news and weather in just a bit, but here is a first look at meteorologist Bella Grace with a check of today's forecast.
It's a beautiful day out there. We definitely started off very cold. If you stepped outside, you noticed that. You might have needed a jacket, but we're going to be peeling those off as we move a little bit later on into the day. We've got these south winds sending in more warm air, and that's raising our high temperatures into the 60s today. You can see that 66 in Fayetteville and Bentonville, about a 68 in Fort Smith. Parts of the River Valley like Waldron and Clarksville are slightly below that, but still mid to upper 60s. Tons of sunshine today. What we're really looking out for are these gusty winds. They're starting off strong, trying to push into the 20s, about 20 miles per hour, and reach even higher than that. Once we get to about 2 o'clock, we're reaching our peaks near about 26 miles per hour and staying strong into the evening, only really dropping to about 20 miles per hour by 8 p.m. On top of that, our sustained winds are also gusting near about 20 miles per hour, strong all day long. All of those are from our southeast. That's building in some moisture and sending in some showers as we move into Wednesday afternoon. Tomorrow, we're watching out for these spotty showers popping up across northwest Arkansas. for the earlier part of the morning. We can see those continuously spread across northern 5 country and just kind of pop a few isolated thunderstorms are possible. But once we get a little bit later on into Wednesday overnight and start moving into Thursday morning, we'll see a larger swath of more calm rain move across 5 country into the river valley, and we'll see that settle over us for a lot of Thursday. You can see that just sit over our heads. We'll get a brief break from the rain about Friday and Saturday, and then the rain chances rise again for the start of next week, coming with more thunderstorm chances Sunday into Monday. But Friday and Saturday, those are our very nice days, partly cloudy, mostly sunny, getting up there in the 60s again. Wednesday is our warmest at about 70 degrees.
Spring is here, meaning it's time for spring cleaning. And there's evidence it could not only improve your home, but also your mental health. Dr. Daniel Levitin is a neuroscientist who's written about reducing mental clutter. He says one key is making physical surroundings work for you.
Mental clutter and physical clutter in the environment, and they're certainly related, but different people relate them more tightly or loosely.
If you crave order, experts say you can start small, like picking one drawer to focus on. Another benefit of spring cleaning, doctors at the Cleveland Clinic say it can help motivate you to tackle other tasks and goals that you've been putting off. And it's spring break for many kids in 5 country, and if you're having a staycation and looking for some fun ideas, we've got you covered. You can always check out Crystal Bridges in Bentonville. There are cool exhibits and free art making opportunities. There's also fun things always happening at the Scott Family Amazeum in Bentonville as well. Or you can check out all the historical museums 5 country has to offer, from the Elvis Barber Shop Museum in Fort Smith to the Arkansas Air and Military Museum in Fayetteville. Plus, there are a number of parks and playgrounds to check out, from Devil's Den State Park in Winslow to Winslow Park in Fayetteville. Those are some of your top headlines this Tuesday. We'll continue to follow the news all day. Catch up with us again tomorrow. Have a great day.